Hi there, and welcome back to another video. My name is Monica of Millie and Monica over on Poshmark, where I'm a full-time seller. And today I have another What Sold Quickly video for you with a bit of a twist. So this is 20 items that sold under $20, and I'll give you my take on whether or not I felt these items were worth selling on Poshmark. And if you are at all interested in this type of content, selling clothing online, making money online, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. That helps me know that I should make more content like this here on YouTube. So yes, we have 20 items that sold $20 or under. If you didn't catch my last video, I'll link it up above and down below. That video was 20 items over $20, so don't forget to watch that if you haven't already. But this is just kind of my take on selling items that some resellers wouldn't normally, just because they're selling at a lower price. But for me, I don't mind selling items under $20 or at that $20 mark. So let's dive into what sold quickly. And this first item was a Woolrich vintage sweater. I believe it was a wool blend, and it sold for $18, and it was a customer offer. So I spent about $1.50 for this at the bins, and after Poshmark fees, I was left with $14.40, leaving me with a total profit of $12.90. The next item that sold quickly under $20 was this 90s vintage cheetah print Hawaiian blouse, and it sold for $10. That was a customer offer. My cost was about $1 at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $7.05, and so my total profit was $6.05. Third on the list is this RXB. It was a Nordic Fair Isle open front cardigan, and I did receive a $15 offer on this item, which I accepted, and I paid about $1.50 at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $12, leaving me with a total profit of $10.50. Okay, next we have this Massimo striped cardigan. I've talked about how I like picking up Target brands if they are in really good quality in like trendy pieces. So this was a Massimo striped cardigan. It was a very oversized. I really like the muted stripe, and it was a size large, beautiful condition. It sold for $15 via customer offer. I paid about $2 for this at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $12, bringing my total profit to $10 for this item. Number 5 on the list is this vintage. It was a pair of cargo bib overalls. They were size extra large. They were faintly stained and discolored, and I did receive a $20 offer on this item, which I did accept. I paid about $2.50 for these at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $16, bringing my total profit to $13.50. I really enjoy selling overalls. If you've been watching for a while, you know that overalls are one of my favorite things to sell. I always get excited when I find a pair because I feel like it's kind of rare to come across them. Okay, number 6 on the list is this Maurice's blanket scarf. It was like a plaid design or plaid print, and it did sell for $16 via offer to liker. So when I send out offers via the offer to liker function, I only ever really send out the $1.80 shipping discount. I don't send out full price discounted shipping because that really would eat into my profits, especially with these lower price items. So I did send out the offer to liker. It was accepted. I paid about $1.50 for this at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $11, bringing my total profit to $9.50. Number 7 is another scarf, and this was a plaid scarf. It was unbranded, and it sold for $10. I paid about $1 for this at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $7.05, bringing my total profit to $6.05 on the item. I'm really enjoying scarves this time of year. I would have honestly thought that more of the scarves would be selling in bundles, which I've had a few scarves sell in bundles, but I'm also seeing them sell individually, which is great as well. This next item was JM Collection Cowl Neck, kind of a longer, like tunic style sweater. It was a size extra, extra large, if I wrote that down correctly. It sold for $17 via offer to Liker. I paid about $2 for it at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $11.80, bringing my total profit to $9.80. This next item was a necklace that was for my own personal collection. However, I did buy this necklace at a garage sale, and I believe I paid around $2 for it at the garage sale. I've had it for a while, but if my memory serves me correctly, that's about how much I paid. It did sell for $10 via customer offer. So after Poshmark fees, I was left with $7.05, bringing my total profit to $5.05. And then we have this hand-tooled leather bucket bag, and it was just a really fun kind of floral design on it. And it did also sell via offer to Liker, so for $19. And I paid about $2 for it at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $13.40, leaving with the total profit of $11.40. Number 11 would be this Massimo mid-rise raw hem, I think it was a raw step hem actually, jeans. They were size 14. So again, another Target brand item. They sold for $12 via customer offer, and I paid about $2 for them at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $9.05, leaving me with a total profit of $7.05. This next item was absolutely stunning, and it was this Shein green crushed velvet wrap dress. I think it was perfect for the holidays and cocktail parties, events, anything of the such. And it sold for $18. I did go back and forth with the customer on this price for a little bit. I just thought the style was just so perfect. Anyway, I did pay way too much for this item. I accidentally bought this at a buy-sell trade store thinking that it was actually going to be more discounted, and the discounted price was not what I thought it was going to be, so I ended up paying $6 for this item. So after Poshmark fees, I was left with $14.40, leaving me with a total profit of $8.40. And because I did pay a little bit more than I typically would for this brand, the style was great, but the brand in particular, Shein, is just kind of a fast fashion brand, and they are known for having lower prices to begin with. So I normally wouldn't pay $6 for this brand, and that is why I was more firm on my asking price with this item. Number 13 on the list is a vintage green pair of vintage green corduroy overalls. Again, the overalls, I'm just in love with them. I probably could have held out for more on this item, but I was happy with the quick flip. So I did sell them for $18 via customer offer. I paid about $3 for them at the bins. They were definitely a little bit heavier. And after Poshmark fees, I was left with $14.40, leaving me with a total of $11.40. Up next, we have this Lane Bryant blush pink. It was kind of like a sweater top, so it was kind of like a lighter weight sweater material, but it was short sleeves. I did send out a $15 offer to Liker on this item, which was accepted, and I paid about $2 at the bins. So after Poshmark fees, I was left with $10.20 for a total profit of $8.20. This next item was an item from my grandma, and it was the ModCloth Hell Bunny Vixen dress. I've talked about this brand before. This dress did have a little bit more wear. It was a very cute polka dot pinup style dress, and it wasn't a very like special novelty print, so I didn't mark this as high as like a very novelty print special edition dress, but I did send out a $20 offer to Liker on this item, and it was accepted. My grandma's prices, I think, was about $1 per item, so the cost of this was about $1. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $14.20 for a total profit of $13.20. This next pair of jeans was a relisted item and then sold really quickly. I haven't been relisting as much as I have in the past. I'll leave my relisting video down below. I've had a lot of new stuff coming in that needs to be listed, so I haven't been relisting as much. But I did relist some jeans, and this pair was one of those. I did sell them for $20, and I did pay more for these than I probably would now today for a similar pair, just because Miss Me's aren't selling very well for me anymore. So I paid about $6 for these. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $16 for a total profit of $10. Yeah, I'm definitely very, very selective with Miss Me jeans. I want them at the lowest price I can possibly find them, so like at the bins. And I would hope for maybe a more, or look for more of a modern like skinny style in the Miss Me. This was definitely an older bootcut style. Up next, number 17 is this pair, or this vintage knit oversized cardigan, size medium. It did sell for $20. I paid about $2 for this at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $16 for a total profit of $14. This pair of Cole Haan Nike Air wedges sold next day after listing. They're a size 9. I know Cole Haan can retail for quite a bit, but I have a really hard time selling it for much. Anyway, it sold for $20. I was really happy to accept that right away because I know that Cole Haan can sit for me. And I paid about $2 for these at the bins. After Poshmark fees, I was left with $16 for a total profit of $14. This next item I had purchased at, I think, a Savers 50% off sale. It was a vintage green lacy like nightgown. Unfortunately, it did have a stain, and I had stain treated it and washed it a couple times, and the stain was fainter but still visible. So I didn't ask as much for this as I originally thought I was going to. I did send out a $19 offer to Liker, and it was accepted, which I was happy to see it go quickly because it was flawed. I paid about $4.50, or I paid $4.50 for this, and after Poshmark fees was left with $13.40 for a total profit of $8.90. Item number 20 is special because it actually sold on eBay. I'm playing around with trying to cross list some items over there, and so I'm happy to report that I did sell. I've sold a few items, and this one just so happened to be under $20. This sold for $11 for $11 offer. I know this brand doesn't retail for a whole lot, and so its resale value isn't very high. I did pay about $2 for this at the bins. After eBay fees, I was left with $9.60, and for a total profit of $7.60. So in total, I grossed on these 20 items $323. My cost of goods was $47.50. So the average price per item was $2.40, which is pretty good considering I was selling them all under that $20 or $20 under mark. And so my total profits after you take out my cost of goods and Poshmark fees, I was left with $197.50. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. I mean, for 20 items, selling them in this price range was pretty great. I will say that I probably wouldn't have picked up some of these items if they weren't at the bins, if I wasn't finding them at that $2 or under price point. I would definitely pick them up at a thrift store if they were having a sale, if they were on some sort of sale, or I know sometimes church sales have like dollar sales or fill-a-bag sales. I know that's kind of where my grandma sources, or how she sources, is when they have fill-a-bag sales. So I definitely think you can find these items in a variety of areas. If you live in small towns across the United States, the smaller towns, I know they don't find or have a lot of the high-end designer name brands, but you can still make a profit off of these types of items. And something else that I want to kind of address and say is sometimes I feel like buyers want like a barrier to entry like purchase, and so maybe they're not sure if they want to shop with you, and maybe they just want to purchase something low cost to begin with before they invest more with you in the future. So I find that's not always, I mean, definitely not always, but sometimes some of my like return customers, or many of my return customers have been customers who started off buying lower priced items and have worked their way up into buying higher priced items. And I feel like that's because they build trust. And I know that's kind of how I shop as a repeat customer too. I usually start with just kind of getting a feel for how the quality of the items that are picked up, how they ship, etc. And once I know that, oh, hey, they're a really timely shipper, or they package really well, I know my items are going to arrive safely, then I'm more apt to spend more with them in the future. So I like having a variety of priced items in my closet available for sale, and especially if I can find them at great prices. And so I hope you enjoyed seeing these 20 items that sold $20 and under quickly. And again, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.